Are we live? So, good afternoon and a very warm welcome to the people of FiFi 21. I welcome you all on behalf of the whole ENACTUS Gemtech team. I welcome you on the behalf of our esteemed sponsors that helped in making this event come to life. I welcome you on behalf of Stockedge, Elearnmarkets, Stock Market Simulator by Microsoft Apps, Thinkerspoint, Dare to Compete, Logosaylove, Finology Ventures Pvt Limited, and Infigon Futures. And also on behalf of our media partners and media sponsors that are Ensemble, DU Club, Competitions Generator, Media Sprouts, IPU Buzz, DU Beats. So before we proceed to the main attraction, the discussion and interactive session with Mr. Sumeet Malik, I would like to make an announcement. So this announcement is basically regarding how we are going to proceed and what all will be included in this during this session and what all we'll learn and what is in it for you, the attendees. So guys, first of all the attendees will be getting a certificate from Enactus Gemtech if they find out certain criterias, and those criterias are that you have to share a screenshot of this event on your LinkedIn or Instagram platform, make a post. You have to share at least 5 to 7 points. You have to share at least 5 to 7 points about what you learned today, what you liked about Finance Fiesta and these webinars, and you have to tag Enactus Gemtech. That is quite important. I mean, how else would we know? And most importantly, you have to use two hashtags that are FiFi21 and the other hashtag is FiFi2K21. These hashtags are necessary for your post because that is how we are going to track that you posted on. So yeah, that is how we're going to proceed. And after the webinar, we are going to announce the results for our ongoing events, our sub-events that were going on since last 3 days. And I guess that's how we're going to make this closing ceremony a blasting one. So without wasting any further moments, I would like to invite Mr. Sumeet Malik. He's going to be the guest speaker for our today's session, and I guess we'll be having a really fun conversation with him. Sir, I would have tried to introduce you, but I guess it would be really better that if you introduce yourself. You know.
Hi guys, I hope I am audible enough. So my name is Sumeet Malik and I share my identity with my work only, and Pepcoding is what I work with. So this is one edtech company that I founded in 2017, and we have been helping people with their placements and helping people learn programming. So we are in our 4th year of execution, and till date, I think we have helped more than 500 students get placed above 20 lakhs. And besides that, we have a very robust YouTube channel as well. It goes by the name Pepcoding, and you can check out the YouTube channel. There would be a lot of content which would be relevant for many engineers. So there will be content around data structures, and there will be content around web development. So that is about us, and I am glad to have come over here and glad to have this conversation.
Sure, sir. We have our president of Enactus Gemtech along with our whole team right here with us. So I would like to invite our president, Mr. Abhay Chopra, to invite you and welcome on behalf of the whole team. Abhay? Thank you, Abhay. It was a really nice welcome. So, sir, I would like to if you know about Enactus Gemtech or Enactus in general, we basically promote entrepreneurial, entrepreneurial works that help society in developing, help communities in developing.
Mhm.
So I would like to kick off this session by just asking you to tell us about your journey in maybe if you have worked with any startups or you have any startups of your own. So I mean, just please, you can just start on with this.
Yeah, yeah. I graduated out from Punjab Engineering College, Chandigarh, in 2009, and I did not have a particularly good time in my college. So I consider that the time that I had in my college, I do not really relish that too much. I got placed in Make My Trip from my college, but that was a recession year, and they denied me a joining. So I was actually practically I passed out without a job. And then I worked in industry for around 9 years, from 2009 to 2018. And in fact, in December 2017, I started Pepcoding. So I worked in the industry majorly as a web developer. I started with Indus Valley Partners, and that is a company which makes products for hedge funds. After that, I moved on to Avalon, and finally in Nagaro. In Nagaro, I explored my interest for teaching. So I was working as a normal software engineer over there for a couple of years, and then we had a corporate party. In that corporate party, I do not know what came over me, and I happened to visit the CEO. And in fact, I was a little drunk, and I said to him that if I would be mapped to a trainer's role, I could really help Nagaro have very, very well skilled freshers joining them up. So that is what I did. And incidentally, the CEO did not take offense. His name is Manas Valoria, and he did provide me the opportunity. He called me next day around, and he spoke to me, and he enabled it. Then
Wow.
I did it there for a couple of years. I trained their freshers who joined them, and before they are mapped to projects, so I worked with those freshers. From there on, I moved to Coding Blocks. Coding Blocks is run by Manmohan Gupta, who is also the owner of VMC within their classes, and he also works with Nagaro. So he spotted me in Nagaro as a trainer, and he had started another venture called Coding Blocks. So it made sense for us to work together. So from Nagaro, I moved on to Coding Blocks, and after having worked in Coding Blocks for a year or two, then I started Pepcoding in December 2017. And generally, when people start their business, there are more than one co-founders, but that was not the case for me. I did not have any co-founder to begin with. So that was the difficult part as well. I tried to enthuse a couple of my friends, and they would be enthusiastic about it for a couple of days, but eventually everyone backed down and I only resigned. In fact, me and my best friend, we had decided to resign on the same day to explore this interest. And I resigned and I called him that I have done it. Had he backed out, then I decided, then I understood it. Then I understood a very important point, that most of the people will not take this risk. I do not know why, but most of the people, they will not ever take this risk. And then I understood that maybe I had to actually move alone only. And in fact, I cherish the fact that I moved on alone. It provided me more independence. I never had to consult anybody, and I could implement any idea which would catch my fancy, and I would keep on doing that. In 2017, I started, and I had no co-founders, but some of my students became a part of my team initially, and they helped me run my first phase from 2017 December to 2018 July. So there we explored a very interesting idea, and it was a very simple idea. There is this website called Geeks for Geeks, and it is a great repository of questions, and there is so much content over there. So I explored a simple philosophy that if you would do all the questions on Geeks for Geeks, you would automatically get a good job that you would be looking for. So I had a student Ujwal, and I experimented this philosophy on him, and he cracked Microsoft up.
Oh,
So that before that, I was not convinced that I know enough stuff to help my students crack any product based company. But this POC, that increased my confidence that actually it is possible if you give me a good student, and if we do certain set of questions, we learn them well. If we are able to do them in an interview situation, we would happen to clear more interviews, many interviews. So that was my first success story. After that, we took it to another scale. What we did was, we used to conduct this course of data structures for 20,000, and it used to have 25 classes in coding blocks. So initially, my USP was a simple plan: make it cheap enough for the audience. So what I did was, for that 20,000, I would take 50 classes. That is how I started. Uh, but then I explored another idea. How about decreasing the price even further and increasing the classes even more? Then I reduced the price to 3,000 and gave another set of 50 classes to these students who have been prepared. So in 23,000, we started giving 100 classes compared to 25 classes in 20,000. So these are all boring parts, but these are very interesting part of my story. As far as I am concerned, these are the uh, pillars on which I based Pepcoding on. So initially, that was the USP. It is a cheap course, not a good USP, but that was the USP initially. So that helped me get my first audience. And then what I could do was, there was a set of 40, 50 students who was already prepared. I had already taught them 50 classes for 20,000. I offered them another set of 50 classes for just 3,000. So I wanted to replicate that idea of doing a lot of questions from Geeks for Geeks. That has helped me produce success for Ujjwal. So we explored that idea. People enrolled because it was a cheap course. Again, people enrolled. So what we could do from that was, in August, the companies visited all these DTU and NSIT and IGDTU. And in IGDTU, 8 people were picked into Microsoft. And I had only taught 80 students. Out of my 80 students, 4 of them cleared Microsoft and IGDTU. So out of my 80, 4 students cracked Microsoft and IGDTU, and the rest 4 were coming from maybe Blocks and Ninjas, or maybe by themselves only. But those guys have taught at least 2,000 students, and I could produce double the success from only 80 students. So I take a lot of pride in that. So this was a weird philosophy that we executed, and we had a very difficult time. I was not on the top of my content. I would be very fair there. That was the that content I was teaching for the first time. I was not on the top of my game. I did not know all the questions. I would struggle so many times. By the end of the course, I was literally crying, and it was very difficult to teach that course. But that paid us rich dividends. That pays very rich dividends. From there on, the coding took off. So I would get a lot of admissions right away after that. In fact, that was a very small center that I started from. It only had a capacity of sitting 40 parallel students. But after this success in August that I had to shift my center to a bigger center in February. In February, a critical moment came. So in that smaller center, I used to share with another company owner. His name was Pranchu, and he was running his company called Zenalt, where they used to develop software, and they would pick freelancing gigs. And it was a small team, only 5-10 people, and they would pick freelancing gigs, and they would make software for them. So what happened with Pranchu was, and Zenalt was about to close down. He was not able, some of the clients refused the payment, and but he still had to give the salaries, so they had to close down. So I came across a critical moment there. In August, I had some success, and a lot of admissions were coming in, and I also had this team available which used to work for Zenalt. So there were 4 or 5 people. So I took a leap of faith there. Then my rent used to be 50,000, and I was the only person working, so there were no salaries to give out. But then I decided maybe we need to move on to a larger place, and also I need to hire all these employees which are becoming available, because Zenalt is closing down. So I took a major risk in February 2019. So I moved on to a place where the rent was triple my initial amount. My initial amount used to be, rent used to be 50,000 only. But then I moved to a place where rent was 1.5 lakhs, and there used to be no employees. But I also hired all those employees, and my salary expenses moved to approximately 2-3 lakhs. So from an expense of 50,000, I directly grew to an expense of 5 lakhs per month in February 2019. But I did take that leap of faith. So again, I was in a situation which was as risky as the first day, but we kept on teaching. And there is one critical thing that we have always been able to do. So whenever we move on to a new place, it does not take us too long to build the place. It only takes me 10 days to build a new place now. So in my initial place was built by my father only. and he has insisted. He had no confidence in me. He thought that I would not be able to negotiate with people and I would not be able to build it for cheap. So he helped me a lot, but that help came at a cost in my initial center. My initial center took 60 days to build, but by the time I was building my next center, I had realized the benefit of making doing things speedily instead of doing it across 60 days and saving some money there. It is better to make it in 10 days and then score extra admissions for the next 50 days. So that is what I did the second time around. I built the center myself and I built it in 10 days flat. And I even did not let any student miss any classes during those times. So I had both the centers for a couple of months, and I took some classes there and some classes here, and the center got built on the way. Meanwhile, I also raised a team up because that's an all team was available, so I had that team as well. So now I had we could create our portal. Before that, we used to practice on hacker rank only. Then we built our own portal, Pepcoding, and explored uh, another iteration of interview prep. The course which was cheaper last year around and which helped me produce that success across Microsoft. In fact, in the first iteration of that course, which I used to call interview prep, that was for 3,000 only, and I used to teach another 50 classes. Out of a strength of 40, 35 students got placed about 20 lakhs. So that was my first major success. I started in December 2017, and after 8 months, in August 2018, after 8 months, my first batch, which has been taught 100 classes, 15 one batch and 15 another batch, out of a class of 40, 35 students got packages about 20 lakhs. So that was in fact, our first student, she was a student from DTU. She happened to crack an international placement with Uniqlo at a hoping package of 52 lakhs. So, and in fact, our second student, she was from IGDTU. She cracked an internship with Adobe, and she managed to get placed above, I do not know, I think 27 lakhs or something. So out of those 40 people, 35 people got placed above 20 lakhs. So that was our first major success. After that, the next epochal moment came in February 2019, when I had that team available and a new center available. From an expense of 50,000, we jumped to an expense of 5 lakhs directly. So that was a risky thing to do, but we did it nevertheless. In 2019, we implemented another implementation of interview prep this year, and we had a success on a major scale. But what we have failed on for a large time was we were producing that success, but we were not able to market it. And this has been Pepcoding's failure even till date. So our our results are way better than what we are able to project to the market. So despite having disproportionate success to all the other competitors who are around, I would say our success is at least 10x, but we have never been able to market it. So that is a personal weakness that I think. I am not good on marketing and on designing. None of the Pepcoding product look too good. We are unable to create good looking products. We're able to create very functional products, but not good looking products. And we have not been able to market our success. So that has been two failures till date with Pepcoding. Um, then in 2019, in July, we did another iteration, and slowly the team grew. Then for the first time, I had another teacher on data structures, which would teach in Pepcoding. So I slowly quit on teaching in July 2019. After 1.5 years of starting my company, I stopped teaching after 1.5 years. So we started in December 2017. In July 2018, we had that major success. Out of 40 students, 35 students got placed. In February 2019, I took up new place and I raised the team. And in July 2019, after another iteration of interview prep, more teachers started teaching in web coding. So this team was slowly growing now. Then in by December 2019, we took up another floor in the same building. So now, from a sitting capacity of 40, now we had a sitting capacity of 350 students, from 40 to 350. So that was quite a growth within like 2 years. But then COVID stuck in February 2019, and we were only doing business in center mode only. We had no online presence at all. Our revenues had increased from 40 lakh for first year to 2 CR. But now the COVID stuck, and we had a revenue of 2 CR, and we had a team also, but no student would come in. Of course, there was COVID, and there was lockdown in February 2020. It stuck, and by June, July, all my spare money has gone down. In fact, in June and July, we had to take salary cuts. so I could not give enough salary to my employees. So for June, I could not give complete salary. For July again, 2020, I could not give enough salary. But the team majorly stuck. In fact, I would say only those people left who otherwise I also did not want them to remain in my team. So only a couple of people left, and a couple I had to fire. Unfortunately, I had to. But then things turned around again. Started turning around from August onwards. So we brought up another course. Now we called it placement program. So it was a mixture of data structures and web development in one course, and we had a thing going with BPIT. There's this college in BPIT in Rohini. It is affiliated with IP University only. So we had a batch from them. We were teaching it free of cost. So we had been teaching it for some time. So we asked them that now we am not unable to pay salaries. I will have to close down this course. I cannot teach on free of cost. Keep on teaching free of cost. The students supported us. They paid us money, and we continued with the course. And from that batch of 59 students that we had in BPIT, the average placement is 9.5 lakhs. 5 people got placed in Amazon, 1 person got placed in Microsoft, 10 people got placed in Josh at a package of 8 lakhs. The average package is 9 lakhs over there. So I do not know whether it is a public knowledge in IP University or not, but right now the best placements in IP University are coming from BPIT, not from MATE, not from MSIT, not from BBP, not from USICT. BPIT has leapfrogged all of them across the last year. It has already happened. But again, I'm not able to market my success well. So this has already happened. So last year, BPIT's average placement for this batch of 59 was 9 lakhs. And in fact, the median package was 7 lakhs. But then when this success happened, that 5 of those students got placed in Amazon, then we got we started getting batches from colleges. So this started happening in December 2020, last year. Business picked up again. In June, July, we were not having enough money to pay down the salaries, but in December we started getting admissions. In December alone we clocked a revenue of 86 lakhs, and since then, picture have been looking onwards and upwards only. In January we tapered down a little. In February we again went down, but in March again we made a roaring comeback. And all of it was online. In February, in February 2020, that year we had clocked a revenue of 2 CR in offline mode. Across 2021, from April 1, 2020 to March 31, 2021, we not only shifted online, but we doubled our revenue again from 2020 to 2021, the financial year. And that was done by a weird idea that struck us. I came across this idea that how about making all our content freely available to the world. So what I did was I started recording all my videos on YouTube and all our content. I did not hide anything. I started making all our content available freely on YouTube. So we have approximately 1200 videos on YouTube right now. That was the key idea across which we did this turnaround. So in August only, in June, July, we had no money to pay the salaries. But and we made our content free in July itself. And in August, this happened that our admissions from outside Delhi crossed the admissions from inside Delhi. We started getting a lot of reviews from outside Delhi. So that helped us a lot. And right now, I think we score only 20% of our revenue from Delhi, and 80% of it is coming from outside Delhi. So this idea of making all our content freely available on YouTube really worked like anything. So we were losing out on marketing. We still do. We still suck a lot on marketing, but there is no marketing like content. If you can provide them content, if you can provide them the final product that they would use, now they need their only your discipline. So in fact, I can say it that anybody who has any discipline can prepare from our YouTube free resources and can clear any companies like Amazon and Microsoft. The content is sufficient to do that. So much content is available. There are 1200 videos. If you finish all the 1200 videos, I assure you, you would crack a package about 20 lakhs only. So all that is required is discipline. So still some people require, the content is available now, but still some people enroll to our live courses, which are taken over Zoom, and our product has become a lot more strong. You can solve questions on Pepcoding's portable, and when you get stuck, you can watch a video. And when you still want to talk to a doubt analyst, you can speak to a doubt analyst and get your doubt resolved. So the product has improved. And recently, again, I am not coming from a business family, so I never knew importance of marketing. I never knew even importance of sales. So since April, what we did was we increased the team size in our sales. So we had only one salesman, and since April, just three months ago, we decided to ramp up the size of our sales team, and now we have approximately 20 people in our sales team, and that has again been helping. We are very positive of scoring 20 CR revenue this year, so that would be 5 crores jump. And I started in 2017 December, and the first year revenue was only 40 lakhs. So it would have taken me like 3 years to increase the revenue from 40 lakhs to 20 cr. I'm pretty positive that we will be hitting something north of 20 cr this year. So that is in terms of revenue. While I'm talking about growth, and the team size would have grown from one person. First, on the first day, I was the only person working, and the team sizes would have grown from one to, it is already 50. I think we would be closing this year around 100 somewhere. Uh,
Wow.
this is what we have
This
been
is,
doing.
so it was indeed a roller coaster ride, and I guess you like I mean I would literally like to say that you really understand the meaning of risk. I mean, this is the thing that I picked up from your journey, that you understand the meaning of risk and how important it is. Yeah, people see it with other approaches that, I mean, it is difficult. Let's leave it. I would like to actually discuss about what kind of mindset that you that you would like to promote for the budding entrepreneurs. Our team here, at ENACTUS, we have some ideas and we start helping the community and all. So, what kind of mindset should we have?
Yes. See, the first and most critical idea that I would want anybody to want to do in entrepreneurship is, don't love money. Don't love money. You will not be able to do it. So when you love money too much now, what happens is, when you have bad times, so you are a lot more scared. So if you are into entrepreneurship, you should be in entrepreneurship to solve problems and not for having money. Do not do entrepreneurship to become rich. There are easier ways of becoming rich. So I'll tell you this. Even if you make 100 CRs of revenue, even if you make 100 CRs of revenue, you will not be able to give yourself a lifestyle that you can get with a package of 30 lakhs in a job. Because when you work in a job, you do your work, you come back home, you chill out, and you have time to spend that money. You will have a better lifestyle. So if you are
Yeah.
wanting to do entrepreneurship, it should be for some different reason than making money. Money should not be the thing around which you should be doing it. And I would say, be very brave with money. Be very brave with money. So before starting Pepcoding, my salary used to be in north of 30 lakhs per annum. It used to be, not certain, it was pretty, in 2017 I was making more than 32 lakhs. And since then, since that time, I think I made a total of 5-6 lakhs. Even my office boy takes a higher salary than me. Recently I took a hike. Now I am getting 50,000 per month. So you should be into it for something else. You should be into it for something else, for solving problems. Be very brave with money. Money is a tool. Money is a tool for having more decision making power. Earn money and then give it to your staff, give it to your employees, so that they stay motivated, so they do more work. They are as keen about doing work as you are. That way you would have more decision making power. Whatever you would want to do, you would be able to do it at a larger scale, and you would be able to grow at a higher speed. Another thing that I had been doing was that, I have been uh, I have taken a lot of risks. So that has been Pepcoding's philosophy still from day one, that any we do not keep any profits. So what we do is, any money that we have, if we see that there are going to be profits, we increase the team size right away. So that is how I have been able to raise a team from 1 to 50 in 3 years. And we have not been funded. So funding is not an easy thing. It has not happened for us. So that is how we have funded our growth. So, and we do not get into a position where we can make profits. We, whenever there is profit available, we would right away increase the team size. That is what we do.
So, you talked about the funding. I mean, I did not get this point. Like, you're not funded. So, I mean, how does that like I mean result in more growth? Because there is a common misconception, or I would say a mindset that says that when you do a startup, you need initial funding at least.
So initially,
So
I
please elaborate.
yeah. So what I did was, initially I put up 11 lakhs, and out of that 6 lakhs were used to build up the center, and 5 lakhs was available for running expenses, for daily expenses.
Okay.
And whatever revenue that I would made, I would increase the team size, and that is how we have been growing. We have not been funded by anybody till now. Again, I would say that is a limitation, because we are poor on marketing, we are poor on networking, and that reflects in us not getting funded. So companies having 1/4 of our revenue have been funded already. We have not been able to get funded. So I see that as a weakness only. So this year we are working on these things. This year we are working a lot on marketing, a lot on making good looking things. So we are hiring a lot of designers, and I'm strengthening my dev team. So there is another spurt of growth happening right now. So I think we are a team of 50, and I think within a couple of months we will be a team of 100. So we are very near to a major growth spurt. We are increasing our designers, we are increasing the size of our dev team, we are increasing the size of our sales team, as well as our marketing people. So that is what we are doing right now. Um, so what I would say was, you need not have external funds to grow. So what you can do is, you can bootstrap your business up. You started with initially some money, and as and when you start making revenue, and if your revenue is more than your monthly expenses, what should you do? You should hire more employees. You should increase the scope of your work. So that is what we have been doing.
So good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I have a question, sir. Sir, can you just share some of your failures and the best lessons you have learned from your company, sir?
Yes. 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 I would say that we had a missed opportunity. In 2017, when I was starting Pepcoding, I could have started it in online mode from day one. And it occurred to me, the idea occurred to me, that I could make the best YouTube channel across the world. This idea occurred to me. Hmm. And then I thought that maybe I will not be able to tolerate the depression of working alone. I did not take that idea. And instead, I started in the center mode. And I have paid a very dear cost. So if I would have started in online mode from day one, Pepcoding's revenue would have already touched 100 CR today. So that is one missed opportunity that I regret. I did YouTube. I started doing YouTube too late. We started only like July last year, and that is when a major curve in our growth has happened. So I should have started. I had the knowledge to make it, and I had all the skills to create a YouTube channel in 2017 itself, and I would have been way ahead of the curve. But I missed that opportunity. So that is another is, of course, we have been very extremely poor at marketing. Extremely poor at marketing. Our results are at least 10x compared to the rest of our competitors, but we have not been able to sell that idea. We have not been able to let people know that how much success we are generating. So we have been failing at that. So marketing is one big failure. Initially missing out on YouTube. Second is marketing. Third is, we have not been able to make good looking products. So our products are functional, but they don't look good. So our designing has been poor. I myself not much of a designer. I'm not able to see what is good looking and what is not good looking. I do not have the eye for design, so that reflects in Pepcoding limitations. So, but this year we are keen on fixing all the three problems. We would be doing YouTube, we are doing marketing, we would be doing designing as well. So these three problems, I would say, these are my failures till date. Let us not say. I would not say that these are going to stay my failures forever, but these have been my failures till date.
Sir, uh, I'm sorry, sir, if I interrupted you.
No, no, please
Oh,
proceed.
yeah, sir. So, I mean, as long as we are talking about failures and opportunities, I would like to direct our discussion over the point that when anyone, any entrepreneur or any student has an idea, okay,
Hmm.
we keep focusing on the point that we need that idea to be unique, or it needs to be something different, right? So, I mean, how I would like to know that is it necessary, or should we start from simple and go to complex and stuff?
So what I would say is, ideas are dime a dozen. There is nothing in an idea. There is not almost nothing in an idea. implementation. And when you start implementing now, that is when you would start getting more ideas. So what I would say is, and in fact I would say one very important thing, that I started my entrepreneurial journey at the age of 28, and I would say I was too late. You should start at 20. That is when you have more energy. So by 28 I was already late. Now I'm about to be 34 this year. That is too late. In fact, I did not start at 28. I started at 30, even later than that. That is too late, very late. So I think you should be starting around 20 itself and make as many mistakes as possible. Make as many mistakes as possible. And there's not much to lose. You will not lose anything. Even if Pepcoding closes today, I would have learned so much. And there was no other way to learn it. So I besides coding, I now know how to lead a team and how to do marketing and how to do sales and many other things. And these things I would have never known. And I have a larger network compared to what I would have had in a job. So I would say that if you want to start as soon as is possible. Do not uh, keep on delaying it.
Like, I mean, this being said, I would like to grab this marketing opportunity. Actually, like it will be quite like bragging, but I'm quite glad that Enactus institutions are established in every college, and we promote students to like think like this and develop this marketing. Develop this mindset. All the things that you said, we should start early and stuff. So that's that
I
might
would
be
tell
thing.
you is what I would tell you is you do not need money to start. You just need yourself to start. Actually, you do not need too much money. These days, so many businesses are going online only. You only need yourself and your laptop to start. And then if you can raise a team, and in fact, you do not even need your team to start. To start, you only need a will to start. Your time and your machine, your laptop. These two things are the only things that you require to start a business right these days. The team would come up slowly. You would start making. You do not need funding. You do not need funding. You do not need a team. You just need yourself to start and your will to start. When you would keep start, people would come and join you slowly, and you would be able to raise a team. So I had no co-founder, but now we have a team of 50, and so many people do it like that only. So I would say starting is the most important part, and then persevering, and do not let anybody else's success or your failure make you quit. Do not quit. No matter what, don't quit. Stay on it. Stay the course. Nothing bad is going to happen. You are going to learn so much.
Some
You can
quotable
only
stuff you
fail
just
to
said
have those
right now.
jobs you want. Huh?
I'm saying that some quotable stuff you said right now. I think we should write out somewhere. And yeah, I guess now it's time to team. We have been discussing. If anyone from the team would like to ask anything right now, it's quite a good opportunity.
Yes, sir. I want to ask a question. That, as you said, sir, that marketing is needed. Marketing is very important as this
Of
time.
course.
But what are the other skills that we need? You said that we can start our business just by ourselves and the laptop with us. So, what are the other skills that we
I
need
would say
to
just
be a
three skills.
successful?
Just three skills
Okay.
you need. Just three skills. One, the skill to make a product. The other, the skill to market the product. The third one is the skill to sell the product. And it does not matter whether you have the three skills or not. Even if you have one skill, you can raise a team to handle the other two skills. So I could never sell. I am not a good salesman. I'm not much of a salesman. So I hired a very great sales guy initially only, and he has been a bedrock on which we have been turning around our sales for a long time. Recently only we have grown our sales team to a size of 20, but before that he alone would do all the sales. So so there are three skills only: the ability to make a product, the ability to market it, and the ability to sell it. So even if you have two of them sorted, you are going to do pretty fine. So marketing we have not never been able to sort. Sales got sorted, and I could make a good product. So I think any two would do. These are the only three skills that you would need. And in
Yes,
fact,
sir.
if you would have all three, then you would do as good as Kunal Shah and big people. So maybe if we had all three,
Yes.
I could have made a cred. So two have been enough to make up pep coding.
And
Okay.
all right, anyone from the team? All right.
See, I would never do a job. I would only do pep coding, regardless of its successes or failure. So even today, if a situation such comes that I am not able to make enough sales and I have to eventually let my team go, I would be the last man standing. I would not go back to a job. I would just keep doing on pep coding. So it depends upon from person to person. So if you are the kind of person who wants to enjoy life, and if you to see work and life as two separate entities, this is a clear thing that I would help you make a distinguishing. So if you see work and life are two separate entities, hmm, when you work, you work. When you have life, you spend time with your friends, with your partner, with your family. If you're that kind of person who thinks there is a segregation between work and life, you must do a 9 to 5 job. And if you think work and life are the same things, see, if work is your life and life is your work, then you always have work life balance. If what you are working on, you truly enjoy doing that work, you always have work life balance. So if you are of that kind that you can enjoy your work to an extent that it is more fun than most other things, that instead of watching a movie, you would instead work on your work. If you happen to reach such a point, if there's something that can get you so excited, then perhaps you must do entrepreneurship instead of doing a 9 to 5 job. So find something that could be anything. Find something which can get you so excited that instead of watching a movie, instead of I do not know, any other fun activity, maybe going to a trip, going to travel, instead of doing those things, you find doing your activity more enjoyable, then that is one good metric that you should be doing that. You would be having a lot of fun, and on the side you would be building products and services for the universe.
All right, so like I mean, we have like till now we have discussed about the startups, entrepreneurship, and businesses and all. So I would like to actually steer now. I would like to steer our discussion towards the investing. Like, what's your opinion about investing, and what is your experience in that?
See, I have not been able to figure out that problem, so I do not think I would be a wise guy to speak about all that. But I think about investment as another problem. So when you do business now, so everything is a problem. You break down the problem into smaller chunks, and then eventually you solve it. So even raising funds and even talking to the investors is like that problem only. It is a big problem. You break down it into small chunks, that you have to prepare a pitch deck, you have to approach, you have to find, explore the market, who all investors are available, what kind of skills do they invest for, what are they exactly looking for. So you scan the market. Once you scan the market, and then you prepare your pitch for those investors, then you start approaching them. And that is how think this problem will also get resolved. Just like many other problems, it is just one problem. If you break it into small steps, you would be able to resolve that as well. So I'm not aware about too much about the funding scene. So maybe when I would solve it, I would be more wise around it, and then I would be able to give you a better advice. For now, this is the only abstraction that I have.
All right, sir. So, like, if you're aware about the finance fair, sir, we have been like running this year. This was a 4-day charity event, and we had all these events, and all the registration money that we collected will be, funded towards or utilized towards basically COVID relief, providing COVID relief to the people in need. And we had a great response, and I mean, like in total, I would say that. we found all the participants, we saw people who are really ambitious and they have ideas. So I mean, can you just tell us how should we contribute towards motivating those minds? I mean, this COVID, this COVID era has given us so much of disappointment and demotivation, and all those businesses that have suffered, and all those ideas that were going to, like all those ideas that were trying to fly up, they're just dying. So I mean, can you just tell us a bit about it?
I would want you to repeat your question. No, I will respond to it. I would want you to repeat it again.
Okay, so then, like basically, in short, I was trying to ask that in this COVID era, all these like we each and every one of us has got so much of disappointment and demotivation.
Of course.
So how would you how would you how should I phrase it? I mean, how would you like us to how would you advise us to keep up our spirits and keep thinking and all these budding entrepreneurs to keep thinking, because most of the stuff is online now, and we cannot even if a person has a idea that should be laid practically on the ground, it needs to be something that goes on. So anything about it.
I understand it. See, we actually do not need to make a direct call to action. We do not need to do that. So the kind that will eventually do entrepreneurship, they will not need that call to action. So just keep on doing a lot of activity around entrepreneurs. So those who would eventually do it, they would get excited by seeing their story. They do not need a sermon. They do not need somebody preaching to them. Just keep on doing activities around it. They would automatically get so excited, and that they would eventually start it doing someday. No sermon or no preaching is going to help them. And those who are not going to do it, we cannot convert them. Those who are going to do it anyway, they do not need the sermon. So I think a good thing could be that we keep on doing activity around it. We keep on producing stories around it, the kind that you are doing right now. Maybe you could do better ones than this. And if they would get to listen to uh, the ground realities, maybe it would help some of them, because they might be a little scared. They might be thinking that this is not possible truly. But then when they would see that, okay, piece by piece, this is how it happens, then it would help some of them become courageous enough to start. I don't think sermons and preaching is going to help too much. I would not motivate by saying something. Doing these activities is motivation itself. You watch something which you find interesting, and then eventually you start doing it, because you surround yourself with such stuff. You produce so much stuff of this kind. If I would give an advice to an actors, what I would say is, you start producing this content so much that people, and you market this content a lot. So people would see this content. There would be content, and you market that content. So when they would be getting a feed of that content so much, it's in some ways does a kind of brainwashing. I do not know how, but some brainwashing kind of happens, and those who would do it, they would find inspiration by themselves. There must be a small roadblock, something like the last step of courage is not occurring to him. Maybe then he would see, okay, this is someone like me who has done it, and he has been coming from a small family like myself, and he has started from almost zero funds himself and without a team. Something might click, and maybe some of them would start doing it. Not much of an
Uh,
answer, but that is what I have.
It was quite well put.
yeah, so I have a question, like a follow-up one for this one. So, like as you mentioned, that although our will and our inspiration is something that keeps us on pace, but there are at times when we get frustrated. So, like, what are your shortcuts that you discovered, or what are your insights over that? How you can successfully handle the frustration, the stress, and like, what are the entrepreneurial tricks that you might have discovered to keep you focused and productive in your day-to-day busy schedule?
See, what I would say is, see, being an introvert helps in some manners. So when there's too much negativity and too much, many people are scared. So it helps to go inside your own bubble and see things objectively. So when things are frustrating now, what I would advise anybody to do is to shut themselves out. Not might not be suitable for everybody, but for some it is like a strength that you shut yourself down and then you analyze the problems objectively. Are they as bad as they look? Is there no way to solve it? And then I would say, get busy doing instead of worrying. Get busy doing. When you would be doing stuff now, then the progress might not be as fast as you would want, but because you would be busy doing, you would be less anxious. So I would give only one tool. It's a very simple tool. Shut yourself down, talk to yourself, analyze the problem objectively. Is the situation as bad as it occurs, or is the situation as bad as the noise may make it seem like? So when many people are interacting, if there is a scary situation, they would scare themselves beyond what the situation warrants. So you shut yourself down and actually analyze the problem. What is the graveness of the situation, and then chart up a plan and get busy doing instead of worrying. Get busy doing. While you'd be doing stuff, even if the progress is not enough, even if the progress is dismal, at least anxiety would strike you less. So what many people do is, including myself, sometimes we try to over engineer a situation and over analyze our emotions. Analyzing your emotions is important, staying aware is important, but do not analyze it so much that you do not get time for doing things. So it is sometimes good to not think and just do. So what I would say is, get busy doing.
That was quite a thing to say, sir. And like, as we all know that all the, like, there is a problem with all the good things that we come to, and I guess we are also approaching towards the end of this session. It was
Yeah.
a really amazing session. We got to learn many things about, like, through your insights and journey, and through the questions that you answered, and you well put many things for our team also. And I would like to end this session by asking some closing comments. Although you have said so many new things, but sir, please take 2 minutes to give us some closing comments, and I guess we shall just move on with our closing ceremony and the results.
So what I would want to say is, that if entrepreneurship occurs to you, if you sometimes dream about it, then the older you get, more difficult it becomes. So right now is the best age to do it. Right now is the best age to do it. And there is another strange thing that I would say, that is, maybe do not seek approval from people. Do not seek your Stop seeking your parents' approval. Unfortunately, that is what I would say, because most of them are coming from uh, non-business families, and they have a different perspective of seeing things. So I would recommend you to stop taking approvals from people. I still date, I keep on doing it, but now what I've realized it is that sometimes if you want to do something, and if you see an opportunity and you discuss it with few many a lot many people, they would be scared themselves and they will scare you. Instead of showing them the opportunity before starting working on it, work sufficiently long enough on it, maybe for 4 or 5 months, and have some POC running. Show them the POC. They would say that this thing can go wrong, and then you can tell it, yes, this could have gone wrong, but I've already solved it. Now we are at this position. These problems have been solved. What now? What do you have to say now? What can go wrong from here on? They would be able to say what can go wrong from there as well. But instead of asking them or sharing your idea before starting, start and share the idea later.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. That was really like, I would say, the thing that is kept for the end. The best comes at the end. So I would like Rakhi Vishwakarma to just please show thanks from the on behalf of all the Enactus team. Please, Rakhi, please.
Thank you, sir, for giving me the stage. Thank you, sir. I was really uh, It was a really great session. I got to know some of the like points that if I want to start my business, then what would be the best way to start it. And really, really thank you on behalf of Enactus Gemtech and the sponsors that we have, the partners that we are that working with Enactus. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
lovely to come over. Thank you so much.
thank you so much,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Yeah,
So,
bye.
guys, we are just now we are joined by Mr. Aditya Raj. Hello, sir. We are
Yeah,
literally glad that you joined us, and I would like to introduce you as the owner and the the I would say that the owner would be the correct word, right, sir? Like, please just
yes,
stop me if I say. So
yes,
yeah, so this is the owner of the app that is sponsoring us, that has helped us in conducting our main attraction event, the Stock Dominance. And sir, I would like to literally, literally what you say, I would like to praise that platform, and people enjoyed, participants enjoyed really, really much.
yes.
And if
Thank you.
any, yeah. So I guess we will move towards our results ceremony and
Yes,
declaring out the results. But before that, I would like to share my experience. I would like to share my experience of how was this journey of FiFi, and what we learned from it. So, I mean, these 4 days were actually quite tedious. Actually, I would say not just these 4 days. We have been planning this and planning the execution and stuff since the last 1 year, 1 month. So the month was eventful. We had new opportunities and new challenges each day, and many roadblocks were there. I would literally not say one or two roadblocks. We were facing roadblocks every day. Every something new was coming up. But the feeling, the motive behind organizing this event, that we needed, that we aimed to spread financial awareness. We aim to make people, make college students aware about the fact of financial literacy, and tell them the power of their money and how can they get started. Kept us pushing and kept us motivated to conduct this event. And today we are here due to that. The whole team, I would like to thank the whole team right now to making this event possible. Even if we had the idea, it would not have been possible if we were trying to apply it alone. That is like, I mean, I don't have, I'm getting out of words in trying to thank my team. And we are just joined by another sponsor. We are just now joined by another sponsor, Mr. Chirag Puri. Mr. Chirag Puri's firm Logosaylove is the exclusive creative partner for the event Finance Fiesta. And Mr. Chirag Puri has done an awesome work. And actually, I guess if you guys can see these graphics, these are inspired by the designs that he provided us. So, sir, kudos to you too. And I would like to invite the founder of Enactus Gemtech to address this session about what are the participants, what is there for the participants from now on, and then we will move towards the results. Earth, over to you.
Thank you, Shivam, for calling me upon the stage. So I would be now briefing you all about the perks of winning the contest, the Finance Fiesta, and all the respective events under Finance Fiesta. So prizes of total 27,000 are allotted for the flagship event of this fest, which is Stock Dominoes, and the prizes of worth 14,000 are allotted for the FIQ, the financial question, and the lastly, the prize is allotted for one of our most engaging event, that is Life in Memes contest, are worth 19,000 rupees. So all the prizes from the respective events include certificate of merit, vouchers worth 5K from Infigon, courses from Elearnmarkets worth 4,000 rupees, and vouchers worth 1,000 rupees from Finology. And the best part is that all the first position holders will be getting internship offers from Infigon Future Company Group. Thank you.
Thank you. Earth. That was beautiful. And now I would like to invite Siddhika and Nishita to take over. Please go on.
everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, Siddhika, please.
So I would like to welcome Chirag sir first. We are glad sir you are here. So shortly I'll just describe my experience with ENACTUS. I started as an intern like 2 months ago. I said yes to do the work, but then in my head I knew ki, how am I going to do it, because I didn't had a lot of experience in graphics, but I was like, okay, I'll do that. I'll do this. And then eventually we started doing things. I got to know a lot of things, and literally I literally texted Shivam saying कि ये छोटी से छोटी चीज बहुत stupid थी, how do I do this, and he was always there to tell me कि अच्छा ऐसे करो and then you do this तो हो जाएगा. So eventually now, like, it's been 2 months, we all know each other in online mode also. So it was great and I feel good working here. Thank you. Thank you to everyone actually.
Anyway, it was a great experience from my side too, not being from Jim's college, but still being treated as a family was an amazing experience, basically. And yeah, Shivam gave me this amazing opportunity, and I'm very glad he gave me this opportunity and I took it. So yeah, it was an amazing experience. And I would like to welcome Mr. Chirag Puri from Logosaylove to introduce himself. And by the way, thank you everyone.
All right. So, am I audible? My voice is audible right now. Can you guys hear
Yes,
me?
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So, first of all, I'd like to thank the whole team of Finance Fiesta. Special thanks to Shivam Tripathi. He has been an awesome guy. He has been there. He actually introduced me to take up this project, like all the graphics that you have seen. Firstly, the logo designing. I don't know if Shivam has shared this particular concept of how the logo was formed. You must see, yeah, you must actually see it is on my Instagram profile. So it was a very interesting idea of like how the logo was formed eventually. And for like people, I have been following this particular event since the past 3 days, and I got to learn many things. And I really am looking forward to roll out my courses as well in the coming future. So yeah, that is the only thing for a person like who is a graphic designer. This particular industry is not much acceptable
I
in
guess
the
there
Indian
has been some
society.
technical error, Mr.
So
Chirag.
screen visible?
Yeah,
Hello?
screen is not visible, but now you're audible.
All right, not an issue. I suppose I can switch it on back. All right. So yeah, that is the only thing for a person like a graphic designer who is not Hello?
Yeah, sir. Actually, I think there was some
Hello?
technical error. Now you're audible.
All right. So do I have to entertain any questions? Is this a part
Uh,
of this?
Sir, although it is not a part of this, but yeah, I think right now, like we just had a session on startups and stuff. So I guess you can dedicate 2 minutes to tell us that what is your journey from starting your business on your own as the logo seller of the business that you started. What were the roadblocks and what is your experience till now, if you don't have any problem?
See, for a person like who is a graphic designer, this particular industry is not much acceptable in the Indian society. But as we are growing towards the future, the people in India, they are kind of having this sense of acceptability, because I believe this particular thing that a graphic designer can earn way much better than an MBBS doctor, because it has got the prestige as a profession, and it has got the right potential, because it is not just about art. Graphic designing is not all about art. It's all about communication. And if you take this human history has evolved due to effective communication. And you guys or be it me as graphic designer, we have already made our ways to be a better visual communicator. That is all what graphic design is all about. And I would like to
I guess there has been some technical glitch, and we are not able to hear Mr. Chirag Puri. And so, if you're able to hear me, I would like to if you're able to hear me, shall we move towards the results now? Hello.
I think he can't hear us.
Mr. Chirag, are you able to hear us?
Sir, you're on mute. Kindly
okay,
switch turn on. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, can you hear me now? Can you hear me
Yeah, yeah,
now?
yeah.
I
Yes, sir.
suppose I'm having some issues, and I seem to have them resolved right now. So yeah.
So, sir, if you were continuing, you're answering that thing. Once you continue, then we shall move towards the results.
Yes, you definitely can move to your results. All I want to say is just thank you for giving me this opportunity, and best of luck, everyone. And just keep doing whatever you are doing right now. And just that's it. Good wishes from my side. Thank you.
All right, sir. So, is my screen visible?
Yes, Shivam.
Yeah. So, we are glad to announce the results for Lefi Meme, and actually, I would like to invite anyone from the team to read out the names, or Raki, if you would like to take this honor, please.
Yeah, thank you so much, Shivam. Yes, I would like to read
All
all the
right.
names.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So the winner for the leaf and meme is Nehal Bolian. Yeah, clap it, guys. I can't clap right now, but yes. And the second winner for the leaf and meme is
We mistakenly just
yeah,
released the
you
name.
just played the video. Yeah, Piyush Kumar. Yes, and the second runner-up is Manshi Sinha.
Okay, so claps for
Congratulations to
everyone.
all the winners.
It was really an awesome competition, and actually I would like to invite Rashi, if she's online now, right now, to share her experience, as she was the coordinator and moderator of this competition. I guess she's not here right now. So, guys, before moving forward to the other
Hi,
competitions,
Shivam.
yeah, yeah, Rashi, please, I'm
Uh,
sorry, please.
yeah, I'm really sorry there were some internet issues. So I'm really sorry I'll not be able to switch on my mic. I'm somewhere out. But I would like to thank this entire team of Finance Fiesta who has given me the opportunity to actually understand what goes inside someone when they see a meme. So when I was judging all the memes, it was so immense that people think this way and they know about the language and what people will go through and what people will understand and would really like to relate. The memes and the people who were shortlisted, everyone did so well. They understood the whole concept of the competition and work accordingly. So it was actually a very good opportunity for me as well to understand the ethics and the way the people have their ideas and creativity put into something. Thank you so much, everyone.
all right, Rashi. It was really a good insight for the competition, and I would like to add on to this, as like while judging this Latin mean competitions and finding out the results, we find out a few participants. I mean, we find out that people were using some unfair means to win this competition, and we obviously will not point out anyone, and we have taken measures from our side. And this is for the assurance of all the participants who took part in briefing means that the results right now in front of you are fair, and we guarantee the fairness in finding out the results and all. So yeah, and for all those who used a bit of unfair means in winning this competition, guys, winning will, I mean, winning a competition even by using unfair means is not quite cool, right? So please just keep this in mind whenever you take part next time. All right, guys, let's move on. I would like to invite Adarsh and Eva to take over.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. I'm Eva from ENACTUS Gemtech as a marketing member. And speaking of my experience, it has been a great experience here. Everyone is so kind and generous. They like Shivam Bhaiya, Adhe Bhaiya, Arth Bhaiya, everyone is great. Everyone has helped us out, helped me out in developing my personality and gaining experience and finance vista. What an idea! I mean, learning from something, learning a very necessity thing, like it's a very necessary thing. So it's been great experience. Now I would like Adarsh to share his experience.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, the guests. First of all, my experience was just a roller coaster ride for me. Finance Fiesta is just a roller coaster ride, as every day we have some task and we have to follow the task, and just we have some goals and you have to achieve it without saying if and buts. So I really enjoyed that. Thank you so much to the Enactus Gemtech. And here, Eva, you can continue.
So now we would like to call Mr. Suraj Agarwal from Thinkerspoint, who is representing Thinkerspoint, to introduce his company and to announce the result later.
Yeah, hello everyone. Myself Suraj Agarwal, as you already know, right? Should I turn on my video or is it okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it is preferable.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So, hi everyone. So, about Thinkers Point is basically, if I say in simple terms, we help brands to get online, like in simple terms, like there are lots of business who are facing problems during lockdown. That how can they bring their business online? Because everyone knows कि लॉकडाउन में जितने businesses hit हुए हैं वो शायद ही कभी हुए हो, and the only way you can survive is to bring yourself online, right? So that is our idea, and we help student and professional as well. Like everyone wants to build their personal branding as well, so we work on that as well, right? And we believe in the practical knowledge, like practical learning. That's why we always provide good content to our audiences to learn more about things, about different fields. Like it's about either it's digital marketing, graphic designing, content writing. We provide lots of content to the students as well. Yeah, this is the brief about the Thinkers Point.
Good afternoon, Suraj sir. We would
Yeah,
like you to announce the result for FAQ, sir.
yeah, right. I have the result, right. So the winners are uh, Punit Sharma, Akshat Agarwal. Third one is Adhar Gupta.
So congratulations to all the winners, and we are like the FIQ was actually quite a competition, and I would like to thank Mr. Suraj Agarwal for providing Mr. Suraj Agarwal and Thinkerspoint actually for providing us support in organizing these webinars. And actually these webinars, I would literally go above the line and say that these webinars would not have been possible without your support. And I would like to address that I mean maximum team members, our approaching team members would agree with this, that we were getting smashed from every side, right others? We were we were getting smashed from every side, and then Thinkers Point swoop in like no like a man of steel and then save the day. So guys, thank you Suraj again.
Yeah, that's really a nice compliment for us. Yeah,
All right. And once again,
yeah,
congratulations to all FIQ winners.
yeah,
And
yeah.
we shall move
Congratulations.
towards, yeah, and we shall move towards our last event. And as I would again mention, the main attraction of our fest, and I would like to invite Ashika and Harshpreet to take over.
Yeah,
So now I'm Harshpreet Kaur, and now I would like to invite Mr. Aditya Raj, our platform sponsor of Stock Dominus event, to announce the winner of Stock Dominus. But before, I would like to share my experience with ENACTUS. So I joined ENACTUS on December, and this was my first ever event in which I have worked so diligently and put my best efforts to make this event a great success. Further, I would like to thank Shivam sir and Rakhi ma'am, the constant motivators, and my whole team who believed me and helped me out in every situations. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot. Now I would like Ashika to take over.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Harshpreet. So, firstly, I would like to share my experience. So, it's been like a 10 months since I'm working. Uh, um, I just want to keep it short. It just it was like yesterday when Shivam sir came to me and he said ki like we are doing this stock marketing related stuff now. You would like to take over, or you would like to coordinate with us and handle the stock dominance. And I was like, what? I am, and I was so happy. And to be honest, it was great. It was so great. Everyone is so supporting. Shivam sir helped me so much, and so do Rakhi. I'm so thankful to Rakhi and everyone, each one of them. They are so supporting and they are so helpful.
Second
So
Rona.
I will cry after this. So yeah, this is all from my side. Now I would like to call Mr. Aditya sir from Stock Dominance Simulator by Soft Apps, who are our platform sponsor for our Stock Dominance, to announce our winners for this particular event. Sir, over to you.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
I'm really glad to be part of this event. I'm really happy that my app got a chance to be part of this event and really help you all on this. I'm really, really happy. Yeah, so moving on, I have the results of who has won, who is the winner. So yeah,
Wait a second,
so
sir.
should I
I'm
announce
just
it?
sharing the screen.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir. Please go on, sir. We are starting.
So we are starting on the first one. Yeah. So the first one is Utkarsh Raj is the first one, and the second one is Devardhan Chauhan, and the third is Adis Raj, and we have two constellation also, Suraj Rajendra Kumbhakar, and the fifth one is Prasang Singh.
all right, sir. And again, congratulations to all the winners. And Mr. Aditya Raj, I would like to actually, if you have anything to say about your app, or maybe about any, actually the app was quite awesome, and all the features are, even participants were talking about it, and it made the functions really, move it really slow, sorry, really smoothly, and it was an awesome thing. So anything you would like to add on regarding your app?
Yeah. Yeah. Like last year only, I started the development of this app, and because the last year, like majority of Indians came to the stock market, so in regarding of that, I started the developing of this app. Usually I'm towards targeting the persons who are like below 18 or totally a newbie in the stock market, who don't like even know like how the everything goes out, and or like really think of putting their money into the risk. So I was targeting those guys of guys who really want to practice just before entering the new real stock market. So while I was making, I got a very good response from the Play Store and from all the other people. Like every other people was referring to other their friends and family. Like one person at least referred two persons. So that was the rate I was going. So like quickly, like my app got downloaded with more than 3 lakh downloads, going to close 5 lakh soon. So that's why I was really like keep adding the features like portfolio size and the watch list size and the stop loss. And currently I'm just bringing stop loss in decimal also. So really, I'm really happy that I'm part of this event, and like this app is really helpful for many people. So and they are learning about it. So I'm really glad, and I will hope so that I will soon make it more and more perfect and more user friendly for all the users, and maybe more. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It was really nice of you. And I would say that we have successfully conducted the FiFi 21, and I think in the next version too, I would really like you to be the sponsor again, like whenever we organize it.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Mhm.
and to be honest, I would like to just keep this on the table, that the thing that we have, the thing that we say, na, the person is giving us 24-hour support. We got this from Mr. Aditya Raj, and it was really nice and really helpful. And thank you, sir. Thank you for joining. And
You're
with
welcome.
this being said, we are moving towards the end of this glorious journey, glorious event. And I would like to again thank our sponsors who made who made this event possible. And this event was quite like a dream. This event was planned grand, and it was executed in its full capacity only and only due to sponsors and my dedicated team of ENACTUS Gentech, and each and everyone who tried to contribute in any way, and this would not have been possible without you guys. So once again, I would like to thank all my sponsors, all our sponsors, Stockedge, Elearnmarkets, Stock Market Simulator by Microsoft Apps, Thinkerspoint, Dare to Compete, Logosaylove, Finology Ventures Pvt Limited, and our esteemed media and marketing partners Ensemble, Due Club, Competitions Generator, Media Sprouts, and IPU Buzz, DU Beats, and also Infigon Futures. And I think we like the best way to end this ceremony would be to invite the founder of Enactus Gemtech to start to give an end to this beautiful journey. So, Earth, please.
Yeah, thank you. To all the members of Finance Fiesta, the FiFi 2021 organizing team, congratulations, because once again you have proven the power of our team. As the directorate and the founder of Enactus Jamta, I truly appreciate your group efforts in completing this Finance Fiesta in time. Congratulations to all. Your hard work as a team was really fruitful for each and every member, and each and every member performed really wonderfully. And like whether it's them, it's Adarsh, Ashika, Aditya, Anjali, Ashi, like they left us in between, but not an issue. Dev, Devardhan, Eva, Harshpreet, Rashi, Ria, and Ishita, and Siddhika as well. So, like each and every member of the team has been so dedicated and passionate in completing the task. So, I would like you all to know that you are the indeed pride of our team. I would entitle this closing ceremony as our achievement and our winning. And the secret in this winning as a team is like was cooperation, coordination, and the hard work of each and every member of you all. Since these traits are seen and like in each and every member, there's no doubt that our team has reached another great level of success. So congratulations to all of you. And yeah, so we shall not miss out few more people as well. So Shivam, the drive and the dedication which you work towards the FiFi was beyond my expectations. Your commitment to work always brings the best results. And to all the lead members, the Aditya, Shweta, thank you, Abhay, the president, Rakhi Vishwakarma, the secretariat. So like these guys have been really wonderful. They like everyone, like it's not Enactus Gemtech was not like a society to any one of these. Everyone who all have worked here is like a full-time work that they're doing. I think they are employed to a company and they're working in the same, and like everyone is enjoying it, and it looks so great that everyone is learning, and everyone shares their testimonial or the feedback towards this, it really gives me an immense pleasure to take all those feedbacks on the behalf of this whole Enactus Gemtech and the Enactus fraternity. It gives me so pride to take that. So thank you for taking all the challenges and giving a good outcome of it. I really appreciate your group efforts and your individual efforts. Thank you.
Thank you, Earth. Thank you, Earth. And I guess with this being said, the Finance Fiesta 21 has come to a glorious end. And all those watching right now on YouTube, I would like to say that cliche words: like, share, and subscribe, and share your love. So, guys, thank you. Yay!